Hi DevOps Days, Portland. I'm Shimon.
I'm Noaa.
And thank you very much for joining our lightning talks about what we've learned from reading more than 100 Kubernetes Post-Mortems. So I'm Shimon. I'm the CEO and co-founder of The Tree. I'm an AWS community hero, and I deal a lot with DevOps and Kubernetes.
I'm Noaa. I'm a full-stack developer, and I'm also one of the leaders of GitHub Israel community, which is the largest GitHub community in the whole universe.
Nice. So at The Tree, we help prevent misconfigurations from reaching production in Kubernetes environments. So we've seen a lot of postmortems happen, and today we'd like to talk to you a little bit about them.
Yeah, we've seen a lot, but I took the top Kubernetes failure stories, and today I would like to welcome you, Shimon, to my very own private show, What's the Mistake game show. What we're going to do is that I'll show you Kubernetes resource, and you will have to tell me what is the mistake. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. This is the default cron job config. What is the mistake here?
So in cron job, you always get the scheduling wrong. So I'll go with scheduling.
No. It's not the scheduling. It's the concurrency policy that is a mistake here. We always want to make sure that we set the concurrency policy to either forbid or to replace. Do you know why, Shimon?
Oh, I guess because if I read it correctly, it will spawn a pod every 1 minute. So, and then it will just spawn more and more pods.
Yes. You are very, very correct. This is what happened to Target. Actually, they had one failing cron job that created thousands of pods that were constantly restarting. So not only that it took their cluster down, but it also cost them a lot of money. Now, the lesson that we learn here is to never trust the default configuration. Never. But let's move forward to the next one. This is another cron job config.
So wait, the concurrency policy is forbid here. This is what you taught me. I guess maybe the research policy is wrong?
Are you sure?
I don't know.
No, it's not it. It's the incorrect YAML structure. We always want to make sure that our YAML structure is valid. And this is what happened to Zalando. So they placed it in the wrong place. They used it right.
It did not register it. They did not even have limits.
Yes. So they ended up with a cron job without any limits that they immediately took their API server down.
Wow.
And Zalando taught me the importance of having a clearly defined policies and validation startup in your organization. Let's move forward to the next one. This is an ingress resource.
I think that it looks weird that the host doesn't have any address or service attached to it.
You are very, very correct, Shimon. We always want to prevent users from putting a star in the ingress resource, because when you put a star in your ingress resource, Kubernetes will immediately forward all the traffic from a entire cluster to one container. It's no good at all.
Not good.
And this happened also to Target. One of the developers just set a star in the ingress resource, and it immediately took their entire cluster down. And the lesson that Target taught me is how important it is to delegate the DevOps knowledge to the rest of the developers team, educate them. It's very, very important. Let's move forward to the next mistake.
So this one, I don't know, what mistake can it have? There's almost nothing here. It's like a very plain vanilla service.
Maybe there is no mistake.
No mistake.
No, there is a mistake. This pod doesn't have any no requests or memory limits, and we always want to make sure, especially when it comes to third-party application. And this is what happened to Blue Metador. They had one pod serving third-party application, but without any limits. So nothing stopped those pods from taking up all the memory in the nodes. And Blue Metador, as a small startup company, taught me the important lesson of all, that it can really happen to anyone. And when I say anyone, I mean it. It's Google, Spotify, Airbnb, Toyota. Anyone can make mistakes with Kubernetes. But the most important question is, how can you prevent it in the future?
So I think, from learning this, I think that I believe in automation and automated tests. And I think that you should use automated tools like The Tree that actually integrate directly within the development workflow. And every time that a developer makes a code change or sends a code to be built in the CI/CD, it will be automatically checked and verified whether this Helm chart or Kubernetes YAML is valid, or block it if there is a misconfiguration in it. And it's an open source.
Submit a request. I invite you and welcome you all. This is my code. I'm waiting.
Awesome. So thank you very much. My main takeaways from this lightning talk is actually don't trust the default configuration and make sure that you define policies in your organization and that you check them automatically by delegating the knowledge to your developers. And it can happen to anyone. It can also happen to us. Thank you very much, Noaa.
Thank you very much, Shimon.
Thank you.